Founded by Mike and co-founded by Stefan Lu, it was soft launched on October 12, 2021. Formed by crypto enthusiasts who started a social media service, PiTalk, and wants to bring more out of Picoin and other digital currencies. ExpressPi provides a wide range of products from different vendors. Utilizes Picoin as a primary medium of exchange. Vendors are carefully selected to ensure the protection of consumers. ExpressPi partners with various logistic companies to serve as many countries as possible. ExpressPi is designed with e-commerce in mind, offering a multi-vendor platform where anyone can set up their own store, manage their orders, and utilize the payment SDK of the cryptocurrency they support. ExpressPi's goal is to create a marketplace economy for both customers and vendors where it incentivizes all forms of users' activities and gain from those credits as a form of currency in exchange of community rewards. This objective is in support of Pi's ecosystem in hope of achieving ExpressPi's vision as the primary foundation of this business model for users to exercise the use of digital currency in the marketplace. Hurry and register now at expresspie.com and earn TPG credits. You can also get the chance to win exciting items from our giveaways.
The e-commerce business model is one of the fastest growing fields in today's society. The opportunities for e-commerce businesses are endless. The e-commerce business model is one of the
ExpressPi. ExpressPi is one of the subsidiaries of Trinity Project Group. It is an e-commerce platform of TPG. Founded by Mike and co-founded by Stefan Lu, it was soft launched on October 12, 2021. Formed by crypto enthusiasts who started a social media service, PiTalk, and wants to bring more out of Picoin and other digital currencies. ExpressPi provides a wide range of products from different vendors. Utilizes Picoin as a primary medium of exchange. Vendors are carefully selected to ensure the protection of consumers. ExpressPi partners with various logistic companies to serve as many countries as possible. ExpressPi is designed with e-commerce in mind, offering a multi-vendor platform where anyone can set up their own store, manage their orders, and utilize the payment SDK of the cryptocurrency they support. ExpressPi's goal is to create a marketplace economy for both customers and vendors where it incentivizes all forms of users' activities and gain from those credits as a form of currency in exchange of community rewards. This objective is in support of Pi's ecosystem in hope of achieving ExpressPi's vision as the primary foundation of this business model for users to exercise the use of digital currency in the marketplace. Hurry and register now at expresspie.com and earn TPG credits. You can also get the chance to win exciting items from our giveaways.
Hello, good evening.
Good evening po.
Magandang gabi sa ating lahat.
Hi.
Okay, and this is a webinar for ExpressPi 101. So this is going to be short lang. This is just a basic introductory lang, how to navigate your store, how to set it up. And there will be another webinar session for this para sa ating mga vendors. Okay, so watch out for that. Okay, apologies, Sir Gab, that nag-auto live. Okay.
Yun, magandang gabi sa lahat sa mga nanonood all around the Philippines. If there are also viewers from outside the Philippines, hello, good evening. Um, this is just medyo mabilis lang to uh, for the navigation of ExpressPi, both customers and vendors. So, I guess, ma'am, magsimula na po tayo.
Okay, sige. So, mag-share ako ng screen. Okay. Mag-start muna tayo dun sa setup ng inyong store. Okay? So, give me a second. Okay. So, I hope I can do this at full screen. Okay? Gawin ko ng cinema layout para at least mas makita ninyo yung detalye. Okay. So, ito ang ating if you're already a vendor, you will see that this is already your dashboard. Okay, so makikita ninyo ang inyong dashboard like this. So there will be when you go to settings, okay, when you go to dashboard, okay, so ganito ang makikita ninyo. So when you want to edit the front page of your store, this is one of the things that you need to modify. Go to settings, and you will see the visit store. Now here's the visit store. This is already pre-filled during the first demo that I had with other vendors. So I'm just gonna walk you through how to do this again. So by default, i-ex muna natin to. Okay? I-ex muna natin to and everything. Okay? So banner, you have to upload the banner of your store. So when someone visits your store, this is the first big picture that they will see at the top of it. So the size or dimension of your banner should be at 625 by 300 in pixel. So when you can practically do or design a banner in Canva or photop.com. So those are online tools that you can use for free if you want to create a banner logo for your store. So since I've already created one, I will just click on upload banner. Okay, and here in my media library, and this is my banner already, and I'm just gonna select and crop. Since fit na siya kasi at 625 by 300, so okay na siya. So I'm just gonna skip cropping, okay? So the profile picture, that is what they will see, the profile of the store, a profile avatar ng inyong store. So just same method lang, make sure it's square aspect ratio. So when I say square, it can be 200 by 200 or 400 by 400 pixel. Okay, suggested image is 150 by 150, but for me, I'd go at 300 by 300 or 200 by 200. Okay, so yun ang profile picture ko. So the name of your store, this is the name of my store. This is just a demo store. So It's called Massive Place. So for let's just say that I sell digital toy products or any other items that is in the category of toys. So this is one of the important things that mainly you cannot miss. And if you have certain products that does not have any category here, you can request us in the admin. Okay, you can request this from the admin to add a specific category for your store. Okay, so for example, if your items um, are liquors, or if your items are like soaps and everything, or other niche, you just have to request if that specific category is not on the list. Okay, so for my case, the first time I did this, there was no category for toys, so I requested the admin to add it up, and then makikita ko na siya. So see, I can see it here, toys. Okay, then make sure you set it up. Then store products per page. Default value is 10. That means that if it loads, the first 10 products will be the first display of your store. Now here, um, you just fill up the address of your store, okay? Then the phone number. Then if you want to show your email address of the store, you can do so, or if not, you can just untick. Then you can also enable this option if you'd like. Enable tab on product single page view. Usually I just leave this on default. Now for the map, I think you have to set the coordinates, but if not, for my case, kasi I just um, do pickup and delivery, so I really don't have any warehouse. But I can just pinpoint if, for example, my location is on Antipolo or somewhere mid in Marikina, Antipolo. I can just pinpoint na lang there. Or if you have specific address, you can do so by putting the longitude and latitude. Okay, so that is something that I will discuss on the part 2 of the webinar, that just to be more specific about this, but we can skip on this part for now. Then the terms and conditions. This is very important because every store has their own terms and conditions. So for example, you have a certain conditions for your return and warranty policy. So make sure that you turn it on. Okay, you take this on and you label yung terms and conditions. You have to lay it down there. Okay, so if you have return and warranty policy, you have to state it there. Okay, for me, I don't, because I serve, for example, digital products or the common 30-day return policy. Okay, so for this one, since if you have a physical store that you have opening and closing time, you can set this up. But normally, this is not realistic. And if you have a store-wide discount, you can enable this. Now, if you want to put something like about us with regards to your business, if you want to add a video or any sort of media, photos or gallery, this is this is the area where you do it. Now, let me get on this one. This is one of the most important module that you need to set up. Make sure that you have to enable this because this is very okay. Now with regards to this, this is a very important feature for your store because when somebody wants to inquire with regards to support matters, you will see it in your dashboard. Okay, I will explain it later. Okay, you will see it back in the dashboard. I will explain it later kung saan mo siya makikita. Pero do not confuse this with the live chat. The live chat module is also different from store support. Pag store support kasi these are documented. Um, and it functions differently from the live chat. For now, this is what we have muna for the vendors. Okay. Okay, so if you want this enabled, you have to put this enabled. I strongly suggest that you should, so that if there are any customers who wants to reach you, there's a way for them to reach you in this module. Okay. Now, if you want this support button to show on every product page, I suggest that you also turn this on para they don't have to go to your store just to find the support button. So you can uh, use the default label, which is get support. Because this is different from chat. I just put get support kasi pag chat baka mapagkamalan nila na live chat, in which that is different. Okay? So update the settings. Okay? Now, going back here, I will discuss naman here yung get support where you will see. Okay? So if somebody sends a support inquiry sa inyo, you will actually see it here on the side. Okay? Here. And you see it that there's no ticket found. Okay? So let's try to simulate when one per if pag may entry ako for this ticket. Give it a few minutes. Sige, so while we wait somebody to send me a ticket, um, let's go na lang here sa all tickets. Kasi I already did someone. So for example, this one, someone message, okay? And nakikita niya every ticket has a ticket number. That's the difference between the live chat and the support ticket. So this is for example the topic or the ticket number. Then ito yung customer, you will see which customer, you will see what time, and you have the option to open the topic or not. So for example, i-open natin, okay? Okay, so for example, this is just a demo content. So for example, he inquired about the delivery. Let's just say yun ang inquiry niya, okay? You have an option to reply, okay? Then this is where you send your response. Good day. We do not support. For example, they inquired, do you have any international shipping? So I would respond, good day, we do not support international shipping at this time. Okay, then you submit reply. Then the customer will receive your response. Then if resolve yung ticket, you have the option to close it. Okay, and that's how it works. So every issue is documented and it has a ticket number. It functions differently from the live chat. Whereas soon you will have a live chat. A live chat is similar to what you see in Lazada or Shopee, where you can have an instant live chat window for quicker inquiries. But if you would see any inquiries that you go through sa live chat, they are not documented. So it's best live chat is best for quick inquiries or pre-sale inquiries or pre-purchase inquiries. Usually bago ka magbili, you have certain questions. Support tickets are more of if you have concerns dun sa nabili nyo, may problema, if you want return policy and everything else na gusto nyong tawag dito, i-report. Okay, kung may problema yung item, etc., etc. Now, If you have some, if you would see, there are other menus here in the dashboard. Some are very self-explanatory, like the the reviews, okay, the followers. Okay, sa reviews, makikita niyo yung mga reviews ng products ninyo. Okay, you would see 5 star, etc. Okay, how many pages. And pag nakita ninyo ang followers, you will see the list of followers that you have and yung timeline, kailan sila nag-follow. Okay? Now, if you have announcements that you want to post, okay? Or sorry, if there will be announcement that comes from the super admin or uh, from the team of ExpressPi, you will see it here. Okay, now going back to the dashboard. Okay, so this is your report. You will see your sales. This is pre-populated for demo purposes lang. Okay, so this is your earning page view, like how many. I think this is your traffic page view, the number of orders. So there is a graph here. If you would see they have a lot of orders now, this will be populated by a graph line. Okay, so you see your reviews, your products. Now let's go to the products. Okay, so a lot of people are wondering bakit hindi nakikita yung products nila sa ExpressPi when they search. It is because one of the main reasons is improper tagging. So when you add a product, let's say I'm going to add a product. Okay, for example lang, because I don't have any other items here, so let's say this is a product. Or para mas specific naman sa ating store kasi toy store tayo. So ito na lang. Okay? Silicone teether cube, a silicone cube toy. Okay. So cube toy for toddlers. I would price this at, for example, I would just put a generic value of 100. If I have a certain discount price na I'd like to schedule, for example, doing Friday or doing every, if you want to match it with the other competitors' date, like 1/1, like January 1, 2/2, meaning February 2. So it's up to you. If you have a certain promo, they want to schedule a certain discount price, you can actually do so. Okay, this is where you do it. Okay, so for example, you want to set this at the promo price rate at 88. And I'd like to set it from the mark date of sample from this period to this period. Okay, so meron kang sabihin natin gawin natin 3-day sale. Okay, so you can do that as well. Now, the more images that you post, the better. So that may options din yung customer nyo to view better kung ano yung products that you sell. Now, this is where a lot of people have a hit and miss. So, pagdating ng product category, again, if your product doesn't have, if your product's category doesn't fall here kung nawawala siya, you just make sure that report it sa admin and we will add it for you. Kasi sometimes there are items that are product specific. So, hindi siya common tag, so we have to add it. Toys. Okay, para hindi na kayo maghanap, try to type it first muna before you do this na yung hanapin nyo pa, mag-scroll up and down kasi that's very time consuming. Then for the tags, okay? So, this is like hashtag. You just need to write silicone toys. Silicone toys, okay? Or silicone cubes, or toddler toys. So anything, any keyword that can be specific and can relate to the product you're selling, the better. Okay, so that if anyone tries to search using these keywords, it can point or your product can show us results in those searches, in those live search. They call it live search. Okay, now if you have a specific brand, the products that you're selling, if it has a specific brand, you can do so. Pag wala dito yung brand, you can ask us to add it up. Pag generic naman yung brand, you can just leave it as is. So, for example, I'm selling toys like Fisher Price. So, that's a branded toy. And if it's not listed here, of course, there are so many many brands out there. You just have to ask the admin, and we'll add it for you. Okay, then this is where you put a short description. Okay, cube silicone toys, safe for toddlers. So you can also put here, it's important then no, if you can be specific with the description of your product, if you had certain dimension, if it has certain weight, quantity of what they will expect when they order the product. Kasi usual misconception is, I see three silicone products here. If I order, does that mean 100 pesos per each block or 100 pesos per three blocks? So you need to indicate, okay, what they will expect if they order. Okay? So nawala. So pag kayo nasanay na dito, this is very easy to navigate. When you type, if you would notice, hindi ito something that you go by with column, with comma. You just hit, you just wait for, yeah, parang ganyan siya. Okay? Then once that is created, if you would see, nandito na siya. Okay? It's already online. Now, you can also edit it further. Kung meron kayong specific na this product type, simple and variable. Pag simple, if it's just one kind. Pag variable, for example, you're selling t-shirts, iba-ibang colors siya. Okay, for example, dito, may iba-ibang kulay yung ibebenta ko. That's the time you put a variable. Okay? So, that we can go by with these two basic na muna para hindi kayo malito. External, affiliate, or group product. Okay? So, same, these details are kaninang na-fill up ninyo. And there's also a category for shipping and attributes. Attributes meaning if you have certain like colors, screen sizes that you want to put, that's where you put the attributes. This is where the status of your product, if it's online. There's also stock management, okay, inventory. So if there is something that bow out of stock or on back order, you want to set it up, this is where you do it. And there's also SKU, for example, you want to display 100 items available, okay, you can do that. Sorry, SKU meaning the type stock quantity is 100. Okay, now if you want to restrict na isang customer lang ang kung halimbawa how many items lang ang pwedeng bilhin ng kada customer, dito siya, okay, allow only one quantity of this product to be bought in a single order. So you can take that out. Yung mga anti-hoarding policy rules. Okay, but let's just stick with the basics muna for now. Other advanced queries here, do not worry because we have documentation for this and we will be conducting several series of webinars for vendors. Okay, now for the payment and the shipping, I will hook in Gab because he will be the one to discuss the entirety of the table rate shipping. Okay? Kasi medyo mahaba-haba rin tong discussion na to. Okay? Sige. I'll back to you, Gab.
Yes, thank you po, ma'am. So, i-discuss ko muna rin konti yung variable para if in case uh, gusto ni seller na may variation yung products niya, may specifications yung product niya, pwede rin niyang gawin. Uh, I'll give you an example. Hindi pala ako naka-share screen.
Okay, may gusto lang ako ibigyan na shoutout sa sa viewer natin sa YouTube.
Yun.
Sino ba to? Okay, kasi bago lang po viewing sa YouTube natin sa TPG. Hello, Magic in the Air. Pa-shoutout naman sa nag-iisang viewer. So, this was 8:02. Kaka-livestream lang natin that time. I hope you're happy.
Okay, lagyan ko muna yung isang account ko so that so can I start sharing my screen now, ma'am?
Yeah, sure. Can you hook up the share?
Yeah. Ayan.
Okay, so I'll be adding
Started
it to the
sharing.
stream now. Okay, sige.
Yeah, pa, sige.
Okay, so I'll add it to streaming na. Okay.
Okay. So, the purpose of having variation is para maging ano siya, parang collective na siya. Kumbaga, nasa iisang product na makakapili ka na ng options, no? Kumbaga, it's the specifications of a certain product. So, for example, sa shirts, sa shoes, and everything. But for the vendors, it is hindi naman mandatory na maglagay kayo ng variation ng product niyo. Okay lang din. Wala namang problema doon. And also uh, mas marami kasing product na makikita sa store, mas mas maganda tingnan. But in my case, being one of the sellers dito sa ExpressPi, so ganito yung nangyayari. So this is the effect of the variation. So halimbawa, itong shoes na ito, you can choose an option. It's either from size 41 to 44, 45. Ayan, makakapili. Before you can add to cart, so you have to choose an option. So here, the specs of the item is the size of the feet and the color. So halimbawa, gusto mo yung gold, green, wala palang gold, brown pala. So i-click mo yung brown, ayan, diyan mo makikita mo yung kulay niya. So medyo matrabaho ito on the vendor side, but it's convenient on the customer side. So ayun, since ExpressPi, ano siya, si vendor yung may control over his or her store. So walang problema kung anong sistema or anong paraan ang gusto niyong gawin for his or her store. So, in my case, pakita ko lang sa inyo yung variation ng product, kumbaga variable product. So, pag click natin yung red, ayan, red naman yung makikita niya. Pag black naman. So, sa shirt naman, halimbawa kung shirt, naka-specify yan, size, body, choose an option. So, extra large, large, yan. So, huwag kayong mag-alala, na-set na ito sa back-end part ng site natin. It's already set on the vendor side na lang. Kailangan nyo na lang i-set sa inyo. So, I'm going to the vendor's dashboard. Then, ayan. So, products. So, let's say for example, we're going to upload a new product. No? Uh, dito na lang tayo sa library. Ayan. Halimbawa ito. Ayan. So, sample. 999. Hindi na ako maglalagay ng discount. Kung maglagay kayo ng other image of your products, it's okay. Then, yun, yung sabi ni Steph kanina, category and then tags, no? Para mas madali siyang ma-search. Then select a brand if it has a brand. Kung wala, okay lang. Then short description of your products. And then, create products. Ayun. So, loading. There you go. So, halimbawa, may iba't ibang kulay kayo nito. Halimbawa, itong logo ng Nike. May iba't ibang kulay. May red, may blue, blah, blah, blah. Ibang kulay. If you want to upload it isa-isa, it's okay. You just have to specify here the uh, the specifications of products. No? Pwede ring para simple lang yung product type. Pwede ring gawin yung variable. So in this case, kung variable, usually no pag yun na nga may specification yung product. So either you can put your SKU, parang code ng product nyo. Of course, always check enable stock management para malaman nyo yung maka-monitor kayo sa stocks niyo. Then threshold, low stocks threshold, ibig sabihin pag umabot na sa ganitong number yung stock nyo, mag-warn na siya sa inyo. And then this is important here sa shipping and tax because it will be related later sa discussion natin about sa shipping. So if you want to put weight on your product, it's okay. If you want to put the measurements of the product or the box of the products, it's okay. It's up to you. But take note about the weight. Magiging yan. May relationship yan sa discussion natin later. Sa shipping class din, may relationship yan. So, dito tayo sa attribute. Now, ngayon, since ang product natin is shoes, so, mag-add tayo ng attribute. Anong klaseng attribute? Ayan, meron kayong pagpipilian. Since sapatos mo yon, so size, fit, and then add attribute. And then, visible on the product page and then used for variation. Check nyo lahat yan. So, dito sa values na, dito nyo makikita yung sizes ng shoes na isa-set nyo. So, halimbawa, yung size ng shoes is from 41 to 46, 45. So, pwede nyo yung 41, 42. And ilagay nyo dyan yung lahat ng sizes. Pwede rin select all. Kung halimbawa, from 36 to 41, yung size ng shoes nyo, mas maganda. Okay? In my case, it's 41 to 45. Ayan. And then, add attribute. Ay, save. Save attribute. Sorry. Then, since nag-add attribute tayo kanina, remove natin to. So, add tayo ng attribute. Ang sapatos nito, halimbawa, may iba't ibang kulay. So, ito, na-save na natin yung attribute ng size. So, maglagay tayo ulit ng isang attribute, color. So, anong color ang available ng shoes? Meron tayong black, meron tayong blue, meron tayong brown, meron tayong gray. Ayan. Tatlong kulay lang para, ayan, red, blue, black. Then, save attribute. And so, meron na tayong color, meron na tayong size na attributes. This time, we're going to add variation na specification of each product. So, create variations from all attributes. Click go, and then okay. Yan. 15 variations added. So, ibig sabihin, sa size 41, meron siyang kulay black. Sa size 40, sa size 41, ayan, tatlo. Meron siyang black, blue, red. Sa 42 naman, black, blue, red. 43, black, blue, red. Yan yung specifications ng product. So, ito naman, lagyan nyo siya ng price. Bawa, price. And then, lagyan nyo siya ng specific image niya. Kasi black man yung kulay. So, maglagay kayo dito ng kulay black na shoes. And then, yun, kung may code siya, okay din. Wala, okay lang din. And then, take note of the weight if gusto nyo maglagay niyang weight. Kasi importante itong weight sa shipping. Okay? Kasi mostly sa mga courier companies, they ship by weight. No, punta kayo sa mga courier company and then yung tipong hindi pick up system ha. Kasi example sa isang courier company, they allow pickups, no? So you being the vendor is bibigyan kanila ng pouch and then you will be the one to pack uh, the items and then yun. But there are cases na yung hindi inaalaw ni courier na mag-pick up. So ikaw talaga yung pupunta sa office ng courier company for you to send or ship your product. So by that time, titimbagin usually yung products ninyo. So nagmo-matter yung shipping fee sa timbang ng product at kung gaano kalaki yung product. Kaya mayroon ditong dimensions. Okay? And product. So it's up to you if lagyan nyo ito ng numbers, pwede rin. Pwede rin wala. But it's much better na lagyan ito kasi magma-matter pa rin yan sa courier company. And with other e-commerce platforms, I think they want to specify the dimensions and the weight of your products. Okay? So ayun. Ayan, i-fill in nyo lang yan. Yan. And then save variations and then save products. So ito na yung lalabas. Halimbawa kung sapatos. Feet 41, size 41. Ayan. So, ganito na yung magiging output niya. Now, let's go to the shipping. Okay. I'll stop sharing na. So, ito yung medyo madugong ma'am, pwede ano yung screen ko, ma'am? Ayun, thank you. So, dito tayo sa shipping. Ayan, so, just click the settings, and then shipping. So, pag ikaw bagong vendor ka or vendor ka sa ExpressPi, automatic na yan, set na yan dito sa shipping zone niya. Click nyo lang yan, edit. And then, so halimbawa, wala pa ito. Okay. Let's delete this muna para start tayo from scratch. So, yan. Ganito yung mukha ng shipping settings. So, click add shipping method and then select table rate. Kung flat rate ang pipiliin ninyo, you can set certain and specific amount of shipping fee that you want to put through to all products sa store nyo. So, regardless kung maliit o malaki, madami or konti yung products nyo na binili sa inyo, so because yun yung sinet na flat rate mo and then that's it. That will be the shipping fee. No more, no less. Local pick up naman, ibig sabihin, you don't support shipping. Pick up lang. And then free shipping, ayun, obvious, free shipping. But, dito tayo sa table rate. Click table rate and then add shipping method. So, table rate, click edit. Ayan. So, method title, pwede nyo palitan ng title niyo, okay lang. Wala naman problema doon, kayo nang bahala. Tax status, I think hindi naman taxable yung mga shipping fee natin. I don't know. Correct me if I'm wrong, baka mali ako. But it is encouraged na na lang itong ilagay dito. And then ito, okay na yan. Handling fee, wala muna kasi This is most likely intended for the flat rate. So, dito tayo. So, meron tayong category 1, 2, 3, 4, apat na category. Per order, calculated rates per item, calculated rates per line item, calculated rates per shipping class. Simula tayo dito sa per order. Ano ba tong per order? So, ayan. Per order, ibig sabihin the shipping cost or fee for the entire order. So, makita nyo dito may line 1, line 2. To appreciate it, click nyo add shipping rate, any class, and then item count. Pag item count, ano siya dapat? The quantity of the item. Okay? Kasi item count yan. Pag none, edi wala. Pag price, ang shipping fee mo, pag price yung ilagay mo, ang shipping fee mo is nakadepende sa price ng item. Pag weight naman, ang shipping fee mo is nakadepende sa weight ng item. And this relates to the previous discussion earlier about the weight. So, pag i-select mo ito, kailangan mong lagyan ng weight lahat ng item mo, tsaka dimensions. Pero medyo matrabaho yun. And then dito naman sa item count, ibig sabihin kung ilang items. So, depende sa ilang items. Ito naman, item count, same class. Ibig sabihin, if ang class ng items mo, dito yan sa shipping class. Okay? Dito na yan sa shipping class eh. If the class is light or heavy or very heavy, something like that. So, but dito tayo sa mas madaling intindihin at mas madaling gawin. Item count. So, dito naman, minimum and maximum. Ibig sabihin, kung ilan ang minimum at maximum ng items na pwede mong lagyan ng rule. So, halimbawa, 1 and 2. Ibig sabihin, pag si customer ay nag-order ng item at ang total ng item niya is either isang item lang or dalawang item, ganito yung magiging shipping fee niya. So, ayan. So, observe this one. Any class, item count, and then 1, 2. So, see. And then notice that naglagay ako ng 100 dito sa row cost at 0 naman sa item cost. Dito sa L2, line 2, same, no? Count din. Pero, ang pinagkaiba is 3 and 5. Ibig sabihin, kung si customer ay nag-order ng 3 hanggang 5 items, ganito yung magiging shipping fee niya. So, notice for L1, if the customer orders 1 to 2 items, the shipping fee is, ito na yun, 1 to 2 items. The shipping fee is N, or number. Sa algebra pa yan. For L2, if the customer orders 3 to 5 items, the shipping fee is, yan. For example, if your desired shipping fee is 100 pesos, and you put 100 for the raw cost, it means that the shipping fee of the entire order for 1 or 2 items is 100 pesos only. Ibig sabihin, dito sa raw cost. Okay, check natin dito sa raw cost. Ayan. Maglagay ka ng number dito. Ibig sabihin, ito yung shipping fee mo. So, each row of the item, regardless if it's 1 or 2 order, ibig sabihin yan, ang magiging shipping fee is 100 pesos. Kung item cost naman, ibig sabihin, cost per item. So, ibig sabihin, regardless no, kung magkano yung cost ng 1 or 2 items, 100 pesos pa rin ang magiging shipping fee. Pag kilogram naman, so, magkano yung shipping fee per kilo? So, dapat yung yung items mo nga may weight. And also, hindi item count ang gagamitin dito. Weight yan. And, for class. Pag percentage naman, halimbawa 50, ibig sabihin, kung halimbawa isang item ang binili mo, so yung total ng isang item, 50% lang noon yung magiging shipping fee mo. Halimbawa, pag dalawang item, so ang total ng dalawang item is 50 man yung sinet mo, so 50% yung uh, cost ng shipping fee. So in this case, if your desired shipping fee is 100 pesos and you put 100 for the item cost, so it means that the shipping fee per item for 1 to 2 items is 100 pesos. So the total of 200 if 2 items ordered. So ibig sabihin, oops, ayan, pag dito sa item cost, kung isang item 100, kung dalawang item 100 per item. So magiging 200 yung shipping fee. Ayan. So ito yung sample niya. So observe L2 if the customer is, ayan. Sa L2 naman, napansin nyo is percentage cost yung nilagay dito. So I put 10%. So in this example, yan. So in this example, dalawa yung order. Ang quantity ng first order is 2, ang quantity ng second order is 1. So ibig sabihin, tatlong order. Okay, tatlong item ang binili. Now ngayon, nag-set kasi tayo ng rules. Ang rules natin is, asan ba yung number 3 dito? Ibig sabihin, pasok siya dito sa L2 na rule. Na ibig sabihin, kung ang order ni customer ay umabot sa 3 hanggang 5 items, ang magiging shipping fee niya is only 10% of the total cost of the item. Ibig sabihin, tatlong items man, so pasok siya dito na, pasok siya doon sa L2 na rule. Mag-set tayo ng 10% shipping fee of the total cost of the item. So, the total cost of the 3 items is 1,998 plus 350. So, that's 2,348. So, ang naging shipping fee ng customer is 234.80. That's 10% of this. Bakit? Kasi nag-set tayo ng rules eh. Na-disregard itong rule dito sa taas dahil mas malaki ang quantity na nandito sa rule sa baba. Ibig sabihin, na-overrule yung L1 sa L2. Ng L2 rather. So, mas mataas man yung quantity ng dito sa baba na rules, ibig sabihin, ito yung nangingibabaw na shipping fee, shipping cost. So, that's 10% of the total cost. If you happen to hover this question mark, ayan o, percentage of total to charge. So ganun yung mangyayari. But pag yun nga, 1 hanggang 2 lang, since 100 man yung sinet natin, so kung nag-order si customer ng isa, 100 yung shipping fee dito sa raw cost. Pag nag-order si customer ng 2, 100 pa rin ang shipping fee. Kasi raw cost tayo eh. Pero pag sa item cost tayo naglagay ng number, halimbawa 100. So 100 ang shipping fee for one item, and for 2 items, 200 yung shipping fee kasi dalawa eh. So 100, magiging 100 per item siya. Pero yun nga, pag lumagpas na siya ng 2, naging 3, 4, 5, ang sinet natin na rule is 10%, so magiging 10%. But if you don't want this percentage cost, no, gusto niyo lang dagdagan yung shipping fee, halimbawa dito tayo sa raw cost. Kasi pag yung item medyo magaan, usually mababa lang yung shipping fee. Pag gusto nyo na halimbawa 3 items, so ganun pa rin, item count, mag-set kayo ng rule dito kung ilang minimum and maximum, 4 na lang. So, syempre, pagdating nyo sa courier company yan, hindi na yan magiging 100 yung shipping fee. Medyo, since medyo mabigat na yung 3 hanggang 4 na items, so madadagdagan yung shipping fee. It's either, yun nga, sabi ko kanina, it's either you put per percentage cost, per kilogram, per cost item, or raw cost. So, kung sa raw cost kayo naglagay ng 100, ibig sabihin, kahit 3 hanggang 4 na item ang in-order ni customer, 100 pa rin yung shipping fee. Okay? Ibig sabihin, pag reach niya ng 3 yung quantity hanggang 4, 100 pa rin yung shipping. Lugi na kayo dyan. So you have to set, it's either gawin yung 150 or gawin nyo per item. Magiging ano siya, halimbawa 100. So ibig sabihin, pag tatlong order, 100 per order, per quantity. 100 per quantity. So magiging, pag apat yung in order, magiging 100 na yung shipping fee. Pag tatlo, magiging 100. Magiging 400 yung shipping fee. Pag tatlo, magiging 300. So, nasa sa inyo yan, being the vendor, on how are you going to calculate your shipping fee. Okay? So, your shipping fee. Kasi, let me remind you dito sa ExpressPi, it is the vendor who will look for his or her desired courier company to ship the item. Sa ngayon, okay? Sa ngayon, we are on the process of negotiating with the leading courier companies in the Philippines. Naghihintay na lang kami ng schedule ng meeting and then the finalization of the negotiation. So as of now, lahat naman ng e-commerce, especially the leading e-commerce, multi-vendor e-commerce platform in the Philippines, ganito rin nagsimula. I experienced that personally in one of the leading platforms. Na si seller pa yung naghanap ng ano niya. Ano ba yan? Parang courier company kung saan niya pinadala yung items na binili ko. And that time, that was LBC pa lang. And then, ayun nga, we are evolving, naging more digitalized and techy. Naglagay na ng mga tinatawag na API to be integrated in the system. So, automatic na yung integrated na sa system. So, ngayon, we're still in the process of negotiation with partnership sa mga couriers. So, ayun, in layman's term, tiis lang muna tayo. We'll get into that. We'll get there. So, that's per order, per order. Pag sinabi namang calculated rates per item, kung napansin nyo, per item cost, wala. Hindi yan Kasi ko muna to. Baka maging default eh. Ayan. So, pag calculated rates per item, ayan. Ibig sabihin, calculated rates per item. Si item cost, hindi yan malagyan ng option for shipping. So, ibig sabihin, pag calculated rates per item, the shipping cost or the shipping fee depends on the subtotal or the quantity of the items. So, take note, ganun pa rin, any class, item count, minimum and maximum order of the item, and then raw cost, and then 50%. Dito sa example na to, 50% cost yung nilagay ko. So, ibig sabihin, kung magkano yung total ng mga items na to, 50% yung yung shipping fee na ilalagay. Ganun lang kasimple. Ayan. So, same rule. Okay? Same rule sa minimum and maximum. Dito tayo sa actual. So, pag raw cost, kasi ang sinabi calculated rate. Okay? Calculated rate per item. Ibig sabihin, per item, di ba, may presyo siya. So, kung magkano yung calculated rate ng item, yun yung magiging presyo ng shipping fee mo. Halimbawa, dito sa 1 and 2. So, kung 1 lang, nag-set ka, 100. So, ibig sabihin, kung isa hanggang dalawang items yung binili mo, regardless of the total calculated rates, 100 pa rin yung shipping mo. So, bale nakadepende siya sa calculated rates per item. So, kung pumasok naman siya sa tatlo, Kung pumasok naman siya sa 3 hanggang 4 na orders na in-order ni customer at nag-set ka dito ng 200. Okay. So, ang mangyayari is, remember, it's calculated rates. Calculated rates per item. So, kung halimbawa, 3 item, so, magkano yung calculated rate niya? And nag-set ka ng 200 na shipping fee. Ibig sabihin, pag 3 hanggang 4, dahil sa iisang row lang yan, ito yung row, ayan. Ito yung row, kung mapapansin nyo. This is row 1, row 2, so on and so forth. Depende kung gaano kagano. So, calculated rates. Ibig sabihin, since 3 item, it's para siyang same sa para siyang same bubulol ako. Para siyang same sa per order. Kaso lang, nakadepende siya sa rate ng bawat item. So, pag halimbawa, 3 hanggang 4 item, medyo mataas na yung rate niya. So, that's your set shipping fee. Pag dito naman, sa cost, 50% of the total rate of the item. So, usually, pag calculated rates, ito yung ginagamit, percentage cost. Ito yung combination na ginagamit. Kasi pag ito na lang palagi, ito yung raw cost, halimbawa, padami yung order ni customer, if you happen to observe in other platforms, habang padami yung order ni customer, palaki ng palaki rin yung shipping fee. And that's true to all platforms. Here in ExpressPi, you can set your own para hindi siya masyadong malaki, hindi rin masakit para kay customer for the shipping fee. Pwede kayo mag-set ng 10%. So, ibig sabihin, yung total cost is 100, then plus 10%. Yun lang. Pag calculated rates per line item naman, calculated rates per line item. Each line has its own shipping fee. So, line 1, line 2. Saan na ba yan? Ayan. Line 1, line 2. Ayan. Row 1, row 2. Ayan. So, okay. So, example, if your desired shipping fee is 100 pesos and you put sa item cost, okay, item cost. Ayan, item cost. It charges shipping fee per quantity. It means that the shipping fee of the first line, depending on the quantity, is 100 pesos. In this example, there are 2 quantities. Ayan, there are 2 quantities of the order of the first line. Therefore, the shipping fee is 200 pesos. Notice that the shipping fee is 220 because the rule set on the second line is of the shipping fee and the second line is 20 pesos. Ayan. Row cost. Dito siya sa row cost. Dito siya sa row nagbe-base, hindi siya sa quantity. Sa row cost, hindi siya nag-base sa quantity. If you happen to observe 3, okay? If you happen to observe 3 yung quantity dito, pero ang nadagdag lang sa shipping fee is 20 pesos lang. Bakit? Kasi dahil sa rule na to, ibig sabihin, pag umabot ng 3 hanggang 5 items, 20 pesos lang ang idadagdag sa row na yan as shipping. Kasi sa row cost ka naglagay. Pag 1 or 2, per item cost siya. Ibig sabihin, dalawa man yung quantity, so 100 per item. Ayan, dalawa yung quantity, 100 per item. But, pumasok na siya sa 3 eh. Okay, in short, naging sa second row, second line, kasi yung rule natin, take note, ang rule natin is rates per line. Take note, rates per line item. So, per line, ito line. So, 3. And according to our rules, pag umabot sa 3 hanggang 5, 20 lang yung madadagdag na shipping fee. Therefore, shipping fee is 220. Okay, this is for the vendor side. So again, you can set your own shipping and according to your desired price. You can add more rule as much as you want to manipulate the settings. Take note that whenever the customer order beyond the rules you set, it will promise no shipping available. So set the rules clearly. Ibig sabihin guys, ibig sabihin pag halimbawa ito, sa rule na ito, pag umorder si customer ng 5, no shipping available yan kasi hanggang 4 lang yung rules mo. Okay. Ah, I know that hindi kayo medyo nakasunod lahat, medyo naguguluhan pa kayo, but to all the vendors, to all approved vendors sa ExpressPi, you have the luxury of time to, you know, to inquire us anytime. You have the luxury of time to inquire us anytime with regards sa shipping. Kung meron kayong mga hindi naiintindihan, um, anytime, no, 24/7, pwede nyo kaming i-contact so that maliwanagan kayo for the shipping. Okay? Um, what else? Anyway, as per Ma'am Steph said earlier, meron naman tayo mga series of webinars, so madali lang 'yan. Okay? Now on the customer side, oops, the customer side, ayan. So if you want to order, if you want to purchase, madali lang 'yan. Hanap tayo ng madali. On the customer side, halimbawa ito,
Sa mga nanonood, isingit ko lang, kung hindi ninyo naiintindihan yung first webinar namin, huwag po kayong mag-alala kasi magkakaroon tayo ng series of webinars for um, each module. So the first module kasi ngayon is tungkol dun sa setup ng inyong store page. No? So, diniscuss na rin ni Sir Gab, ang tungkol sa table rate shipping. Pero note na pwede pa itong magbago once na ma-integrate na ang ibang shipping options. Okay, so we will have, again, I will, let's say this in English then for other viewers from other countries who are also watching this series, most specifically from Vietnam and Indonesia, since there will be a separate ExpressPi site for the regions. There will be another or set of series of webinar specifically for each module. So there will be for the payments gateway, there will be for the shipping, and there will be for the other topics that are important in the features of ExpressPi. Kasi, because we cannot really fit all the trainings into one webinar. So what we're just giving you is what is available for now, but it whatever features we can see at the present can also change as in the future we'll be integrating other modules and APIs in ExpressPi.
mag-share screen ulit ako ma'am for the customer side po.
Okay, sige. I-add to stream ko na. And 3, 2, 1. Okay, floor is yours.
Thank you. Ayan, for the customer side, if you want to purchase an item, okay, simple lang, no? If it's variable, then you choose the option, click add to cart, okay, and then there you go. You have to, you have to put in your, ano ba tawag dito? Address, no? Ayan. And then click update. Ang purpose nito is to calculate the shipping. Makita mo yung shipping options. No shipping options were found pala. Sorry. So, then proceed to check out. Okay. proceed to, if ever, no, pag ito no shipping, ibig sabihin, hindi ka makapag-check out. But if ano siya, meron siyang shipping options, wow, okay, hanap ko na tayo. Hindi ko lang pwede ma-order yung sarili kong product. Siya. Ayan, ito pala, si Kilua. Okay, so let's try to order. Add to cart and view the cart. So, kaya, ayun. So, nag-order ako. If kung ikaw yung customer, nag-order ka, yan, 350, 350 plus 100 yung shipping fee, that's 450. Then, proceed to checkout. Simple lang. Okay? Then, input your address. Okay? Ayan. Input your address. Check mo lang yan. Okay, for the customer side, nakikita niyo naman lahat. Ito yung total ng items na binili mo. And then ito yung shipping fee. And ito yung total na mababayaran mo. Now, if you place, take note muna mga customer, may instruction dito. Pay directly to the seller's account. Send your payments directly to the seller's account. Visit seller's terms of conditions. So, sa store nila yan. So, dito nyo makikita, okay. Dito nyo makikita. So, customers always check the stores, ano ba yan? Terms of condition. So, check nyo yung terms and conditions. Yan, click nyo yan. Bakit? Kasi dito nakasaad or dito nakalagay yung instructions on how are you going to pay the seller. Okay, halimbawa dito, yung seller na to, strictly implement payment first policy, direct pay to our GCash, and then send the following orders to our Facebook page. Click nyo yan, and then ito yung dapat nyo i-send. Screenshot the payment of your transaction and order number. Now, ExpressPi implements payment first policy. Okay, this is to protect also the sellers from bogus buyers. Okay, we want to protect the sellers from bogus buyers, especially doon sa mga return to sender, yung tipong nag-order naman, so si seller kawawa, nag-exert ng effort, nag-exert ng money and time to prepare and send your order, and then pagdating doon, uh, ayaw bayaran, it's because sa mga COD system, so magiging return to sender, so matrabaho, maproseso, kawawa si seller. So, we strictly implement payment first policy. Now, on the security side naman, sa mga customers, baka isipin ng customer, ay, paano pag hindi ipadala ni vendor, ni seller yung items? O nagbayad ako, hindi ipadala ni seller yung items. Guys, take note, before makapasok before makapasok si vendor, bilang isang vendor dito sa ExpressPi, dumaan sila sa series of trainings and orientations, and also we require them legal documents. This is for the security of towards the customer. Okay? Yes, we understand data privacy policy. No, hindi namin pwede divulge yung mga identity and personal data nila. However, if si vendor kasi ang magloko towards the customer, of course, dadaan yan sa ng series of investigations. So, if halimbawa lang talaga, in worst case scenario, na pasukan ng scammer, si ExpressPi, we have their documents. We have their legal somethings. So we are we have the privilege to advise. Okay, advise lang. Okay? But hindi naman pwede hindi naman pwede bigay yung data niya. But we have the privilege to advise the victim to file a case against that certain seller na nagloko sa kanya. And also, syempre, pwede naman siya ipatanggal agad being the seller sa ExpressPi if proven guilty. Okay, if proven guilty sa ginawa niyang kasalanan. So, of course, there will be series of investigation. But the reason why I am telling you all this, it's because I want the customer and the sellers have security with regards to the transactions. Alam naman natin yung problema kinakaharap ng ibang multi-vendor e-commerce platform ngayon na if ever may issues, hindi natutugunan kaagad, but in ExpressPi as much as possible, gusto namin action agad. May ano ba yan? Parang may if ever there are complaints, may actions agad and may feeling of security si customer and si seller. So that is the reason. Now ngayon, ang sistema natin is payment first policy, and it will be directly the payment is directly sent to the seller's account. Kaya dito sa terms and condition, may instruction dito kung paano kayo magbayad. Medyo matrabaho nga lang, however, the security is better than other. Yan yung dapat natin tandaan. Medyo matrabaho siya, but I can guarantee you that the security of the transactions are better than others. Ah, yun. So, huwag yung kalimutan talaga basahin yung terms and conditions. Okay, on the vendor side, yun, directly sa inyo yung payment ni customer, hindi dadaan sa account ni ExpressPi. And you're not going to withdraw it kasi direct sa inyo yung payment. And on the side of the customer, we can assure you that security plays a big role in this platform. So you can be confident sa pag-order. I guess yun lamang po. Ma'am, if you have something to add.
Yes, thank you so much, Gab, for giving a very broad explanation with regards to the uh, table rate shipping and the manual payment method. So I'm just going to share it in a slide for you all to see then. Um, okay. Okay, so sige. I-share ko lang po ito sa inyo para makita nyo lang din itong okay, sorry. So what are the important updates that you should look out for in ExpressPi? So we're currently in the process of integrating the shipping this shipping channel sa ExpressPi. So if you would see kasi iba this JNT Flash Express Ninja Van, they have a separate API integration for your ExpressPi. So it's not something that can be done immediately uh, as we have to stress test um, the module once it's inserted in ExpressPi. But our default shipping would be low CAD. So, for example, if you are a vendor and if you want to stock your items in a warehouse, um, that is very doable in low CAD. You will stock they will pick up, you can schedule a pickup date when they will pick up the items from your location and they will store it in a warehouse so that if there's a customer who will buy your product, they can immediately sort that order and the delivery for you. So this will be for the convenience of the vendor because we know how valuable time is. Packing alone, labeling, and everything that really takes a lot of amount of time. And integrating this, it helps in for the vendors to actually do more, or they can pay more attention to what matters in their business. And what's so good about low code is they are very scalable. Okay, so you're just startup, or and you have certain number of quantities for your products, and you're looking forward to grow it somehow. It is something that uh, is within the module for low code. Okay, so JNT, Flash, Ninja Van, and low code. Of course, in the Philippines, there will be different regional rules. For example, in Manila, if we're using JNT Express, there's an option for pickup and delivery. For other places, I think JNT can only do pickup if you're a Shopee seller. So that is something that we have to figure out yet, because it should also support um, other e-commerce setups, because in other countries that's how scalable JNT and Ninjavan are when you put them in your e-commerce site. So we'll have to find that one out soon, okay? And but this is some of the options that you'll be expecting to have on ExpressPi. So if this becomes available, it can totally be different from what was explained earlier in terms of table rate shipping, because we will be using their module. So that will be another set of training once these channels become available. Okay, so for our vendors, do not worry, because we will be posting the documentation and the knowledge base for this available in ExpressPi, and we'll be uploading the tutorials in our YouTube channel as well. So there's so much that we have to do. It's so little time. I hope we can cover everything one at a time. Okay, now going on the next slide, excuse me, is the payment option. So we are coordinating with a payment channel that can support these initial payment channels: Visa, Mastercard, GrabPay, PayMaya, GCash, BPI Coins, PH, 7-Eleven Cebuana, and Mluye. So if you would notice, this all serves fiat payment. So if you are checking out and paying using a fiat currency, these are the local channels that will be available soon in ExpressPi. Now, I have to take note that when we started ExpressPi, it was the first primary intention is to use the payment gateway for Pi coin, but we're still waiting for the open mainnet. And since we are also welcoming any other payment channels to accept for this e-commerce setup, we will be having Fiat as well. Okay, so these are things that you just have to watch out for, because we'll be doing several test nodes for this. We'll probably be sending notes or advisories for the vendors. Okay, so one of the last slide is some important updates that you need to watch out as well is the TPG rewards page. So a lot of you are wondering what happened to ExpressPi. How come I cannot buy any more items using the TPG rewards? I mean, what's the point? I'm collecting. There are no items where I can check out using TPG rewards. Well, you have this is one of the news that I need to discuss to you on a separate webinar, because TPG Rewards page is a separate page where it will display all the available items that can be bought using your TPG Rewards. So there are so many items that we're still mapping out, and we're going to add them, but we cannot add them in the main site or the main page where it's mixed up with the categories where you can buy using Fiat. So there will be um, inside page in ExpressPi where it's only dedicated for the TPG rewards. So you can uh, it's it's um it's a page where The products, it's technically what you see in ExpressPi will also be the same, but it will be exclusive for TPG rewards. Okay? So just to avoid any mix-up lang din po. Kasi we have Fiat now, we have TPG rewards. Of course, for vendor side, if they want to segregate items they want to sell accepting Fiat, if there are items that they want to sell using TPG rewards. So we set this up in this manner para hindi rin siya ma-mix up or any confusions in the in the cart would be avoided. Kasi what will happen if we mix it up, um, in your cart you will see a product where you intend to buy using Fiat, and there's a product you intend to buy using TPG rewards. So we need to segregate it just for the conveniency of both parties. Okay, so keep collecting your TPG rewards kasi once we have this up and we publish it, so lahat ng products that you see before, it will also be seen at that page. Okay, so if make sure that you log in daily, you do post a product review, you click or find the claim bonus button. It's hidden somewhere in the page. For some of you already know that. And there's, the maximum that you can actually collect in a day amounts to 800 TPG rewards. Now, another is Regional Express by site. Um, to discuss this, you would see before when we had the um, regional products from other regional countries like Indonesia and Vietnam. There's a mix-up in terms of shipping. So, and most of the common issues that we have is when a customer from the Philippines would order products from Vietnam vendor or Indonesia vendor, and they are inquiring us where is their product or how long will the shipping take. It doesn't to eliminate that kind of issue kasi that was intended for a regional setup, meaning if there's a vendor that is from Vietnam, only Vietnam customers can order from that store. The same manner in Indonesia. So to avoid that, what we did is we set up a regional express pie. So Vietnam and Indonesian customers, they have their own ExpressPi site, so it won't be their products won't be found in expresspie.com anymore. So just to give you a note, expresspie.com, a primary country base is in the Philippines. And if soon we set up our local shipping modules, if there will be any issues, and we will be also integrating international shipping because there is a feature in Ninjavan that supports it. But we'll just support muna yung the local setup. Okay? Kasi that is what the target market for ExpressPi is. Now, the third most controversial inquiry that everyone has been waiting for is the Pi payment gateway. I think no, it's not. I think it's really a fact that a lot um, of us pioneers, most especially a developers case, are waiting for this. So for the business side of ExpressPi, since we did a beta launch in October, and we've been waiting for the for the mainnet. Of course, we have to move around with whatever changes that we can be we can adapt and integrate in ExpressPi. So our primary will always be PiCoin. Once that becomes available or open mainnet becomes available, but for now, you can enjoy purchasing your items or products in ExpressPi using Fiat and other modes of payment. So you can expect that you will see a lot of payment gateway for ExpressPi soon. So that is something that can be discussed in the future. But for now, this webinar is intended for a basic navigation or setting up your page for the vendors. So I think that wraps up our I think that wraps up our webinar. I've seen comments from our viewers expecting some sign up problem. I recommend that you send your inquiries, your technical your concerns to the messenger support channel of ExpressPi, and the developer team will take a look on the issue immediately. So it may be if they see that you're from a different region, it will redirect you to a different site. That might be the case, but feel free to actually bug the messenger channel of ExpressPi and send your report. Another channel is you can send an email, support at expresspy.com. So someone will get back to you in 24 hours, and hopefully we can resolve whatever issues that you're receiving or experiencing in expresspy.com. Okay, so I think that wraps up our webinar or ExpressPi 101 episode 1. I expect we'll be having more of this and much more better layout, and I hope the knowledge base and the YouTube channels are set up so that you can actually play the shortcut versions of this. So watch out for the episode 2, and keep collecting your TPG rewards, okay? Because you will definitely use it in the future. Thank you, everyone. Have a nice
Maraming
day.
salamat.
Maraming salamat sa inyong lahat, and thank you.
Thank you. Have a nice
This
day.
is
Good night, everyone.
Good night.
Yes.
This is Steph and Gab signing off. Good night.
Bye.